given 2 points, P, which is the coordinates x, y, and they are -3, positive 4, and Q has the ordered pair x, y, -1, -2. We're asked to find the slope of the line that passes through this P and Q both. Solution? Well, what we know is that the slope is going to be equal to the rise over the run. So the top of the fraction talks about y changes, the bottom talks about x changes. So the top is a change in the y values, and the bottom is a change in the x values. So that would be the difference in the y values on the top. That's y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Now I'm going to label x sub 1, y sub 1 for the first point, x sub 2, y sub 2 for the second point. So the difference in y over the difference in the x's. Plug the values in. We got -2 minus 4. On the bottom we get -1 minus -3. See, we're supposed to subtract. That's what the minus sign is about. So we have a -6 over -1 plus 3, -6 over 2, which is, when you simplify it, -3. Now you can interpret that as -3 over 1, but it's just -3 when you finally simplify it. Now, I want you to try it. I'm going to give you 2 points. P equals the ordered pair -3, 5. Q equals the ordered pair -3, 8. Now I want you to think about how you would find the slope. How would you find the slope of this line? Well, I would first start by using the same formula we used before. Slope is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So remember, the x coordinate comes first, the y coordinate comes second. So the slope is equal to 8 minus 5 over -3 minus a -3. So that's 3 over -3 plus 3. That's 3 over 0. Uh-oh. We never want 0 in the bottom of our fraction. 0 denominator in the bottom of the fraction, that's a problem. What that means is that this slope is undefined. When you get 0 on the bottom of a fraction, that's an undefined value. So what does that mean? That means there is going to be no change in those x values. See, the bottom was 0, so there's no change in the x values. See, I would be really confused if I got an answer that had a 0 in the bottom. It would be better for me to actually graph these 2 points, connect them together with a straight line, and see what I get. So I'm going to graph the P at the location -3, 5, and I'm going to graph the Q at the location -3, 8, connect those 2 points together, and I see clearly what's going on. I have a vertical line when I connect those two together. That's because the x values are not changing, so the line is vertical. So that's interesting. We've just discovered that vertical lines have an undefined slope. If I try to calculate them, I get 0 on the bottom of my fraction.